Steam NextFest has arrived, showcasing thousands of free game demos available for you to play right now. But what exactly are the must-play titles you should dedicate your time to playing? Today I am uncovering my personal favorite picks for the incredible games of Steam NextFest that you can't miss out on playing.
Hey, I'm Bao. I review video games. Welcome back to the channel.
I have been absolutely glued to my PC browsing upcoming games in Steam's NextFest.
And I can confidently say that these are some of the most amazing video game demos I've ever played.
Staying true to my channel theme, I'm going to highlight games that are, in my opinion, criminally underrated, some having little to even zero reviews, to help you find hidden gems buried in the rough. Let's kick off my recommendations with Aulgence RPG. And let me start off by saying the presentation of this game is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I mean, just check out this ASCII art theme and how it molds 3D shapes that bounce and wave around with immersive physics. This game is absolutely breathtaking, and the theming is super consistent throughout the whole demo experience. The menus, the game battles, the overworld, and the enemy animations, everything is tied together with such striking visuals. As if this wasn't enough already, you can even select different theme presets in the menu to customize the entire look of the game as you play through.
Hey, maybe living in a world of ASCII isn't so bad after all. I mean, it literally spells out right there to subscribe without me even needing to say it. I never want to leave here.
But the presentation is not the only thing that leaves a lasting impression, as the main meat and potatoes of the game, the gameplay is incredibly fun and unique. Aulgence RPG puts a unique spin on traditional turn-based RPG titles in more than one way. The first unique feature that really pulled me in is the dynamic movement system of the enemies and your party as battles play out. The game battles implement an accuracy mechanic, staying true to the RPG genre. But what is really creative is the literal positioning of the enemies and your party affecting your accuracy percentage. As you're playing out your turns, the enemies will erratically bounce forward and backwards on the screen, moving closer and further from your party, which impacts your accuracy in real time. It's not only your base hit percentage that is affected by these movements, your critical chance is also updated, making it detrimental to dedicate some of your turns to aiming, which increases your hit percentage greatly. This adds a layer of strategizing as you patiently wait for the enemies to be in a specific location before firing your weapons for the best chance of landing that critical hit. This mechanic then further synergizes with explosive weapons with a large area of effect, allowing you to time your grenade tosses to hit more than one enemy in one go. It allows you to literally hit two birds with one stone. This is such an amazing immersive feature that helps make typical turn-based battles feel more fresh and exciting as you strategically measure your shots and plan for the best timing possible. Another really amazing aspect of this game is the resource gathering. Upon defeating enemies, you are able to break them down into their literal ASCII character particles. And just as a side note, I absolutely admire just how effortlessly the art style implements so naturally into this game mechanic. Everything in this game just ties together so fluently. As you continue to defeat more of these enemies, you are able to use these particle characters to assemble brand new weapons using your handy dandy matter printer. This has to be one of the most eco-friendly game environments of all time.
What am I recycling all these scraps for, you asked? Well, just your standard run-of-the-mill plasma grenade.
This is truly a game worth keeping your eyes set on. This is absolutely worth checking out, and I'm eager to see it expand into its full release. When navigating through the world map, you can enter areas to upgrade your weapons, and this provides a glimpse of features that will be available in the full release. And it looks like you'll be able to massively expand your weapons with mechanics such as schematics, gear, and mechanisms. Aulgence RPG is such a polished and coherent game experience, and it's only in its demo state. On top of the engaging game mechanics and theming, the sound design and music slap so incredibly hard. The spectacular theming, sound design, and addicting gameplay arguably rivals full-release AAA games released this year. This is just such an exciting glimpse into an amazing upcoming game release that I cannot wait to fully experience. Being able to turn your enemies into valuable resources is an extremely unique concept, but what if there is a game where you could utilize your own death attempts to further progress into the game's world? This is exactly what the next title, Fail Fail Succeed, attempts to accomplish, and it succeeds well. While Aulgence RPG rewards you for harvesting enemies as resources, Fail Fail Succeed rewards you for, well, dying. On paper, this sounds absolutely ridiculous, so I knew I had to try out this game, and by the end of the first level, I was absolutely hooked. Fail, Fail, Succeed relies on you, the player, strategically setting up your previous dead characters to progress through the world. Finally, a game where a skill issue isn't actually an issue. And yet, I'm still somehow bad at this game. The total death counter at the end of each level makes it feel personal when you see your total death attempts. Bro. In my top games of 2024 video, I praised UFO 50, a collection of unique game ideas, for its title called Mortal, where you utilize characters' dead bodies to progress through the level. Fail, Fail, Succeed is exactly what I wanted to see after playing Mortal, a full game based around this concept. As you adventure through levels, you'll stumble upon killer obstacles which are simply unavoidable. And this is where this game's primary power-up orbs come into play, allowing you to change your character's body composition. When you die next with these new powers enabled, you will leave behind a different type of body which can be used in the level. For example, the stone orb leaves behind a stone head that can be used to block lasers and allow you to platform on it to access newer heights in the maps. One of my favorite moments I had when playing this game was when I was struggling to keep consistently dying in the same location to construct this Tetris-like wall of my character bodies to block a laser that was higher up. When jumping onto the laser to my demise, I kept accidentally going too far or too short on one of the last blocks that I needed. Then I realized, alright, I could just go from the laser below, jump into it, and my body will fall into the right place every single time. This game provides a lot of these aha moments like this. As you ponder on how to progress through the level's puzzles, you will experiment with random deaths that in turn lead to unlocking a solution. Another orb type is the ice power-up, which is similar to the stone orb, but you can hold it and move it left or right to position it in certain locations. This allows you to arrange specific platforms and slide the body to block certain obstacles, which is extremely satisfying. I also really dig the minimal aesthetic of this game, especially when combined with the feature to pan out and view the entire map at one glance just by pressing a button. The music matches the simplistic theming, being particularly hollow and ambient, providing a very atmospheric and isolating vibe to this game. But no matter what, you have to keep pressing forward through countless deaths to advance onwards. What an amazing message this game portrays. No matter how many times you fail at repeating something, each new attempt heightens you one step closer to your goals.
Hey, you should subscribe. Oh, hey, you should really subscribe. Did I mention you should really subscribe?
Also, I just felt inclined to mention that you can select which dog skin you want to play throughout the game in the menu, and of course I have a bias for the default dog, as it reminds me a lot of Gromit cheese. So far, we have seen two amazing games utilizing harvesting characters to progress through the levels. But what if you can make your character literally become one with the level to progress through the game? The final title in today's video, Project Chameleon, answers this question. This is a game with an extremely quirky premise, utilizing camouflage to advance through levels. But this isn't exactly the same as Metal Gear, where you have to whip out a box to hide from enemies. Well, I guess technically in this game you do often merge into a box specifically to hide, but this game approaches this concept in an entirely unique process. Project Chameleon is like the love child of Prop Hunt and Metal Gear. You sneak through infiltrating enemy bases with the ability to morph into surrounding items in the environment. Finally, sentient lamp. I bet you can't guess where I'm hiding.
Ah, gotcha. That was a fake bow. I was behind the bow the whole time.
It's particularly impressive just how quickly this game introduces new concepts to keep the levels engaging and unique. There will be levels that have certain objects that they will immediately detect, even if you morph into them. I guess these robots just really dislike this one IKEA lamp for some reason. Bland interior design detected. That's so 2024. Then, as you progress further, you will gain access to a machine that allows you to swap what the guards are able to detect, allowing you to rotate which areas can be bypassed with certain environmental objects at any time. This quickly adds new layers of depth to the game, requiring you to plan your runs to sneak by the guards, as you won't just be able to brute force sneaking through the hallways without progressing the puzzles. Another welcome addition to the game is the cutscenes, which help paint the story of the main character's hero and their antics. Overall, in my opinion, the concept of this game is fantastic and can be expanded upon in so many unique avenues using its morphing system as its baseline. Oh yeah, it's morphing time. Something I discovered relatively late in my playtime was the ability to use the grappling hook to quickly scoot through the levels. I would love to see more use of this item and potentially other movement or platforming variation to make the levels a little bit more expanded on top of the current solve the puzzle in order to proceed.
Project Chameleon is such an amazing game concept, and I'm so excited to see how it will, well, transform in the full game release.
And there we have it, 3 extremely unique Steam demos which I cannot recommend enough to check out. In the current age of gaming with so many botched game launches, companies not caring about performance, and downright lazy game development with game prices at an all-time high, it's super refreshing to see new talent emerge from small passionate teams aspiring to create simply fun games.
Steam NextFest is really one of the best ways to discover brand new games, all while being completely free.
I truly believe that these 3 games all offer incredibly unique gameplay mechanics, which have the potential to be phenomenal games as they release. What did you think of the game suggestions? Which title do you want to play the most? Let me know in the comments below. I know that I'm just scratching the surface of all the amazing game demos available, so if you have any other suggestions for demos you enjoyed in Steam's NextFest, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm always eager to dive into discovering amazing new games. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.